if you have an autistic kid, do not teach them to throw things away. It may come back to bite you in the ass. And if you do teach them to throw things away, make sure you specify what should and should not be thrown away. Because if you don't actually have a conversation with them about this, you may find yourself pulling things out of the trash that should never have gone in there. Because by not doing so, the default lesson is if you don't like something or you don't want something, then it goes in the trash and it goes away forever. And the reason why I say this is because you don't want your autistic child to do what I did. When I was 7 and my little sister was born, I found her to be very annoying. She was definitely a bad apple. And to this day, I still think she's a bad apple of the family. So I took her when no one was watching, picked her up out of her little seat that was on the floor, and I took her into the kitchen, and I took the lid off the trash can. It was one of those old metal ones with a metal lid. It was cold, I'm sure. And I took the lid off and I put her into the trash can on top of the trash. And then I put the lid on. It didn't take very long, just maybe 2 or 3 minutes before my mother walked in and heard the crying coming from the trash can and pulled her out. So my mother set me down and had a long conversation with me about how we do not throw away family members. Later on, I would consider my mother to be a hypocritical, I won't use the word, for that statement. But I threw her away, and my parents pulled her out and was like, no, you don't do that. And from that day to this, I still am convinced that we would have been better off without her. She was definitely a bad apple since day one, and I just instinctually knew it. But yes, if you have an autistic kid, teach them about what should and should not go into the trash. Have those conversations, or you may find a sibling in the trash can.